At this point, we can start investigating line by line of our example to play back a WAV file. And in our first line, we see this very important keyword, that it's the use keyword, and then there is a path here. So let's take a look at the use keyword. The keyword use, it's used to import or rename items from other crates or modules. So usually a use keyword is used to shorten the path required to refer to a module item. And the keyword may appear in modules, blocks, and even functions, but usually at the top. And the most basic usage of the keyword is use path to item. But there are other convenient shortcuts that are supported. So in our example, we are using use standard IO BufReader. The crate std is the Rust standard library, and it is the foundation of portable Rust software, or a set of minimal and battle test shared abstractions for the broader Rust ecosystem. It offers core types, library-defined operations on language primitive, standard macros, I/O, multithreading, and many other things. And this std is available to all Rust crates by default. Therefore, the standard library can be accessed in use statements through the path std, as in use std env, or as in use std io, and here we have BufReader. So let's take a look at the std io, and the module std io contains traits, helpers, and type definitions for core IO functionality. The std io module contains a number of common things you need when doing input and output. And we are using the BufReader. In this case, we are using the BufReader from the standard IO. Here we see that the BufReader is a struct from the standard IO, and it can improve the speed of programs that make small and repeated read calls to the same file or network socket. We will talk more about BufReader when we reach the point where we use it, which is when we append something to a sync. And this something has here the BufReader new file. And we'll talk more about that when we reach this line. So for now, we just took a look at the use keyword. At this point, we're just taking a look at the use keyword that uses this path to the standard IO module and uses this BufReader.